concept I have clearly explained in our previous class. So go and check it if you are not watching my previous class. So, so oops ante we have 6 characters. One is class, one is object, and inheritance, and abstraction, encapsulation, and polymorphism. So we'll go and see the class, how to create a class. Okay, how to create a class. So if you want to create a class, so you can use a keyword called class. So class is a keyword and class name. You can give any name. So class name is test demo I am giving. Okay. And it follows open brace and close brace. So class open, class close. And okay. So how to create a class? If you want to create a class, so we have a oops, right? What is the first characteristics of oops class? Class, right? Class is a first character. So whatever code you have, you should keep inside a class. Okay. For example, say suppose I have a code called a variable int age equals to 25. So this is my code. So I want to write this code inside the class in Java program. So what Java programs tells that, so you have to follow oops concept. So in the oops concept, what are the first objective? Class. That means, so whatever code you are writing, that should be inside the class. So that means you have to create a class or not? Yes. So how to create a class? Simple, very simple. So class is a keyword and we need to give the class name test demo or any name you can give it, and open brace and close brace. So using class keyword. So class is a keyword, predefined keyword in Java, and you can give any name. Okay, but I'm giving test demo. You can give any name. So I'm giving test demo. Okay. So or else you can give anything. Sample test. Let me give sample test. See, why you writing a Java class? Java class, the first letter must be capital letter. While you writing in a Java, the first letter must be a capital. Java class. So if it is contains more than one word, see, sample is one word and test is one word. So from second word onwards, the first letter should be capital. So all words first letter must be capital. Assume that. While you are writing a class name, okay, all letters, all first letters, all words first letters must be capital. So test. So sample test. So whenever write a class name, open brace and closed brace. Within this open brace and closed brace, we can write a code. Okay, let me remove this code. Okay, see, this is a class. So whatever code you have, you should write inside the double braces, inside the open curly brace and close brace. So that you have following a clause future. Okay. So this is a class. So what is the extension of class? The previous class we discussed .java. So the Java extension means the file. So dot Java. So let me save this here. See, so we have for every programming language, we have extension file. So for C, dot C. Okay. For Python, py. For text, dot txt. For document, dot doc. For Excel, dot Excel or XLX depends on the version. Like that. So for example, HTML, dot HTML. So like that, we have to do it. So here, sample dot Java. Okay, all files. Save this. Oh, so how to save this? Save as and type sample test dot Java. So whatever class name you have, your file name also same. Okay, sample test. Same. So Java is case sensitive. Small letter and capital letter, there is a difference. So whatever name you mention, same name you have to mention sample test here as well. Okay. So while you write extension, the extension of this dot Java is small. Okay. So this is a Java. Someone is writing Java. J is a capital letter. No need. Okay. Java. Only small letters. Okay. So next. So extension files are smaller only. Okay. So sample test.java. It is a class name and file. Can save it. So once you save this program, where my program is saved, so I have saved it in here. So here, right? So here. Okay. Here I am saving. So where my program is saved, sample test here. So Java code. This particular location, right? So here, click this location CMD. See, so if you want to execute a Java program, first you should understand Java is install your machine or not. Let me check it. Is my Java is installed or not? First, let me copy this. Okay, go back to CMD, open the CMD, and here, how to check it? So you can type Java version. Java version. So sorry, Java hyphen version. This is how we can check it. So 17, Java version 7 is there in my system. So that is installed. Okay. The next step is, if you want to execute a Java program, first you have to go to the directory of the program where your Java program is available. So which folder my Java program is available? I have my file is there, Java here. So there is two ways to go this path. One is directly click here, right click here. So remove and CMD enter. This path will come like this. Directly this path will open. Or else, so just If you don't want to go like this, so I already opened my CMD, right? Like this. So here cd dot java code. See, it will come. So go to that path. So now my Java file is there, the example file. Okay. So next. So, so let me resize, monetize this. Okay. If you want to compile a Java program, a compiler called javac. Okay, javac. If you want to compile your file, there is a compiler called Java compiler, javac. So javac space the complete file name sample test dot java. See, so this is a Java dot Java files. We can call it as source file. So once you compile source file, what file is generated? We discussed in our previous sessions. Dot class file generated, right? Now we compile successfully, right? So we'll go and see. See here, sample test dot class file is generated. So I deleted this. Let me delete this. So there is no dot class file, right? So let me go back to that CMD. So let me compile this first. So javac sample test dot java. Enter. So the moment you want entered, what file is generated? Sample test dot class file is generated. So this is the file which is executable file. So this is the file. This is the file we can or Java can execute. So dot class file is generated. Now if you want to execute the dot class file, so how to execute? There is a command called Java. So Java, now Java. So this is a Java virtual machine. The command for Java virtual machine is Java. So, okay, space. So the class name only this time. No need to extensions. So what is the class name we have? Sample test. So here the complete file name is not required. So already, because already dot class file is generated, right? So now let me enter. See, whenever I enter, it's showing an error. What is the error? Error, main method not found in class sample test. Please define the main method as public static void main string args. So it's give you the main method. So why this error is showing? One important thing is whenever you want to execute your Java program execute starts from main method. So your Java virtual machine checking the main method first, whether it is available or not. If it is not available, it will throw error. It will throw an error. Okay. So it is looking for main method. So as a programmer, you are responsible. You have to provide a main method. So the main method, which is already a predefined method given by Java, so you can simply take that method, put it in your program. So here already given that syntax, I am taking that the syntax directly here from here. Okay, copy, go back to our sample test. Okay. I just copy that method. Okay. This is a method, predefined method, sample test. So I told you, right, whatever methods, variables, everything should be inside a class. Everything should be inside a class. So inside a class, I put it. So see, so this method also have open brace and close brace. In Java, every method. So each method in Java should have open brace and closed brace. That's all. That's all. So I just save it. I just save it again. You have to compile. So Java C sample test compilation success. Java C sample test.java. Then Java sample test. See, this time no error. This time no error. So you are executing program, but you are not getting anything also. But you are not writing anything, right? Only main method, empty method you are writing. So your program is executed successfully without printing any message. If you want to printing a message, see, this is console, right? So this is a console. If you want to print a message on the console, is providing. So the Java is providing a predefined system. So system. Say if it is a class that starts with capital letter only, right? So if you want to print a message from the console on the console, so a predefined class which is provided by Java is called system. When I say class, it starts capital letter system. Okay, we have a system. And next, you want to display it, right? So there is a out display dot. You want to print. So you want to print on the console, right? So print ln. So you can use print and println. So what is the difference between println and print? I'll let you know. Okay. As of now, I'm using println. So system is a class out and dot println. So what is display and println is printing. Now within this, I am giving double quotes. So welcome to Java. Java. Okay. So let me say this. So control is save the program. Once you save the program, again, what you have to do? So you have to compile again. So Java C sample test. So this class is overrated and Java sample test. See, welcome to Java. And one more thing, whenever you complete the your statement that ends with semicolon. So in Java, every statement have ends with semicolon. This semicolon. So this is a statement. If I remove this semicolon, it show you some error. So what the error will see? See, sample test error expected. So you can save and enter. This time there is no errors. See, there is no errors. Welcome to Java. So welcome to Java is printed successfully. Yes or no? This is how we can. So like this, we can compile your Java program and execute your Java on command prompt. For compilation, javac. For execution, Java. So what is the execute point of execution? Main method. So if you see this, the main method syntax should be same. Public. So public means anyone can access. Static. So I already explained static means what? If any method is static, object is not required. So object is not required to access. So generally, I told you that, right? What is the object for to access the class, right? But here without object, this main method is executed because it is a static. So your JVM understood that this is a static method. So this particular static method is invoked by class name. So static methods are invoked by class name. That means sample test dot main internally. So this is how. So sample test dot main. Okay. This main method, your JVM executed this main method by helping of sample test class name. It is a static method. If it is non-static, object creation is must. Okay, object creation is must. See, internally what it has. So sample test. So dot name. Okay, this is our first program code. So wide. This main method doesn't return anything. So it won't return anything. That time we can put void. Next. So main method. So main method is the name of the method in Java. Method name starts with small letter. So if method contains more than one word, from second word onwards, the first letter must be a capital again. Okay. In class, all first words should, so all words of first letter must be a capital in class level. In variables and methods, from second word onwards, first letter must be a capital. Camel case. Okay, camel case. Camel case. Okay, that is the coding standards. So that is the coding standards. And so it takes a parameter string array. It takes a parameter string array. So string array. So how to pass these parameters to method? Suppose if I want to pass this parameter, array means it is index based. So array means it is a index based. See, suppose if I want to pass one parameter to this method, how to print the parameter? So what is the array variable name here? Args, right? So simple. So plus string, this is string array, this is variable name. So array access 0 index, right? So simple args 0. This is very, very important. So let me save this. Again, let me compile this. Next, Java sample test space. So you want to pass a parameter, right? One parameter, right? And you just say double quote, that is array string of array, right? So array string of array, that is 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 array string of within this double quote, good morning. Good morning. See, welcome to Java, good morning. So who will take this good morning? This particular variable. So this particular string array takes the parameter and you are printing that parameter. So welcome to Java, good morning. So you are passing a command line parameter. This is called, you are passing command line parameter. See how to pass a command line parameter to a main method. This is how we can, and what time you are passing a command line parameter, at compilation time or execution time. Only execution time. See, only execution time, right? After compilation, Java C sample test.java is compiled successfully, then it is generated .class file. Then execution time, you are going to give this good mark, right? This is very, very important. So once you compile program, then only it is understanding, right, that parameter is there or not. So in the execution time, you just simply write Java, the file name, the command line, message, space. See, if you want to pass two command line parameters, so you have to take the two args. So simple. So let me press and give some space within the double quotes, then plus args. So then this time 1, this time 1, second index, next index. So save it, compile this javac sample test.java, then so now you are passing two parameters, right? One parameter is good morning, then space again. Now good morning, some name, Ravi. So welcome to Java, good morning, Ravi. So like that, how many parameters you want, those parameters you can pass to command line parameter. So the first parameter args of 0, the second parameter args of 1 by using space. See, this is I am including space between these argument both. Okay, that's why I mentioned this. Concat. So that is string, right? String array, right? That's why double quote. Okay, here double quote. That's why double quotes. See, so like this, we can pass the command line parameters. Oh, okay. Oh, that is how we can do it. So we have seen class, how to create class and how to execute our first program, and also command line parameter, how to pass command line parameters. So we have passed two parameters. How many ones you can pass? Those many. Okay. See, this aux is a just a variable name. Okay, that aux is just a variable name. If you want, you can change it. No problem. Val. Let me change val. So you just put it as val of 0, val of 1. No problem. It works. If you close all. So sample test. Now, see, still you are getting output. Okay, that variable name only. So, but what here important, you should not change this string array. This is predefined one, but the aux is a just a variable name, and this is a main method name. You should not change the main method. The return type is void only. Public static, this is always public only. So main method is always public only. Okay, this is how. So I hope all you're clear, I guess, this one. So let me go to new topic. So next, okay, next. See, suppose I have a variable int age equals to 25. Statements ends with semicolon. So I want to print this 25. So I want to print this age. So how to print? So let me remove this. I don't want to this printing parameters. Now, so welcome to Java and plus. So what is the plus symbol? What is the plus symbol used for? Concatenation. See, if you want to print the age variable, just you can give age here. Okay, age. Save it. Pass the variable. So where age is the variable, right? Here. Next, ls close. So compile it, then execute. So while executing, the parameter is not required. You are not passing any parameter. So let me execute. Oh, Java C. Okay, Java C. See, welcome to Java 25. So whatever variable you have, it is inside the main method. So you can write as well as inside the method. They are taking a method, a variable inside a method. This is inside a method only, right? So in any variables or inside a method, those are local to that particular method. If any variables are inside a class, those are local to the class. So how to create object. So this is very, very important. Okay. See, if you want to create object, so object is real world entity can exist, right? If real world entity can exist means it takes space, it takes memory. So whenever you create object needs memory. Object needs memory. Okay. So, and there is one more important point is, see, on which class you are going to create object, that is important for which class you are creating object. Okay. That is very important. For which class you are creating object? Sample test. So sample test. Sample test is a class. So which class you are going to create? Sample test. Now let me create. So sample test. So you can give a reference to this anywhere. So st equals to. So this sample test class is referred by st, the variable kind of thing. Okay, equals. I told you, right? If you want to create an object, we need a memory. So there is a keyword called new. It will allocate memory. So it will allocate memory to the object. What is the object? What is the name of the object? Class name. So sample test st equals to new sample test. Now open and close brace. Ends with semicolon. This is called sample test object. So this entire new sample test of this is called a sample test object. This object is referred. So it's referred st. We can use this variable. If you want to access this object, we can use this variable. Referred by, see, it is referred by same object type. Okay. So this is object means you should have same right sample test. So a tree means a tree type only. A tree object means a tree object only. A person object means a person type only. So your sample test right here, the sample test type only. Here also we are referring. Okay. Okay. So what type of object you are creating, that type you have to define. In order to access this object, we need a reference. We need a variable that is called st here. Okay. So you can give any name here, not only st, you can give some other names also. By using new keyword, we can create object which class object you are going to create, that class you have to use. So that class you have to use. So sample test st equals to new sample test of. This is a sample test object. Okay. And so if I want to print this object, how to print this object? Simple. System dot out dot println, right? Println. So you just directly print st. Let me print st. Save it. Save it. So let me sample. Java sample test. See, welcome to Java 25 and sample test at the rate some number. So this is object reference notation in Java. This is object notation in the Java. So sample test at the rate some digits and some alphabets, numerics, and as well as characters. Which characters? Some characters. So this particular object is created. The class name at the rate some name, number. This is object notation. So whenever you create object, suppose I am not creating object, you just put like this. You just only object name, the class name st. See, class name and st. You can save this, run it. See, variable st might not have been initialized. See, this is one more important point. Whenever you create any variable, either int type or double type or class type, this is class type variable, right? This is class reference, right? This should be initialized. So what I am doing this, instead of I am creating object here, let me create class level. This is so class level. Then it is won't post to you initialize. Let me save this. So object, see method here, method level we declare it is showing to post to initialize, but class level we will see what happens. Now javac. Okay. See what happens this time. Okay. This time this st is non-static variable. St cannot be referred from static content. So why this st is showing error? A non-static variable st cannot be referred from a static context. So what is this method? What is this main method? It is a static method. So what is this sample test st? This is, if you are not keeping any static variables, it is non-static variable. That's right. So now, so if you make a static variable, you can keep static. Static sample test st. So what is the difference between static variable, non-static variable? I will tell you later. But as of now, you just understand. So within the static method లో మనం యాక్సెస్ చేయాలంటే నాన్ స్టాటిక్ థింగ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ అని చెప్పింది. సో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యాడ్ ద స్టాటిక్ టు దిస్ పర్టికులర్ sample test.st. Now we will see what happens. Now this time will getting any error or not, will see. Okay. Okay. Null. See, null. See, then see, if you are not creating object, the object reference is null initially. So in any object or class, initially class values are null. So default values are null. If you create object, the object reference is okay. Notation is there. If you are not creating object, null. The class values all should be a null. Now let me create st equals to, how to create, equals to new sample test. This is how we can create object, right? Now save it. javac. Okay, great. So see that object reference is printed. The object reference is printed because we assign some memory to the new sample. So how to create object is clear, right? See, if you see here, I'm not putting static here. Sample test st equals to new sample test. Now save it. javac. See, a non-static st cannot be referred from a static context because it is non-static, right? If you want to access a non-static inside a static, those must be a static. Those must be a static. Then it is printing successfully, right? See, static, then see, there is no error. So that output of object is printed. Okay. So what is the purpose of object? So what is the purpose of this object? If I have a object, then the same class level, see, inside the class, outside the method, I create one variable. So I just remove this int age here in method level. I just put it a class level. So previously I kept it in inside a method. Now I kept it in outside the method inside the class. So now it is local to this particular class, not in method level. Okay. Now save it, run it. Now I am run it age. So before this age is printed successfully here. Now I am saving. Now I am save it. Now run. See. So previously output 25 is printed. Now you can see non-static variable age cannot be referred from a static context. Say context. So age also expecting static. So now age also expecting static, right? Now let me save it. I am adding static keyword int age equals to 25 now. Now let me save. Okay, there is no issues. Okay, there is no issues now. Compilation success. Now execution. See, now 25 is printed successfully. That is printed, fine. So that means what you understand. So that means what you understand. So inside a static method, if you want to access any variable which are outside of method inside the class, those variables must be a static. That is one point. Okay. Another point is I don't want make this as a static. I don't want make this as a static, but still I want to access this age. If you run this, so if you run this, it is showing error. What error? Non-static variable age cannot be referred from a static context. But still I want to access. So then if I want to access, still you can use object. So what this object reference? st. So st, a period operator called dot age, st dot age. By using this object, so I told you, right, by using the object you can access variables and methods. So it is a variable age, so I am using this object st, a period operator called dot age. Now save it. Let me try to run this. Now no error, successfully compilation. Now 25 is printed. See, okay. So the 25 is printed. So if any variable is non-static, if you want to access a non-static variable inside a static, you have to use object. You have to use object. So I have created this object outside the method inside the class. So that's why I keep static sample st equals to new sample test. So now let me remove here this, and this is the starting point of execution main method, right? So now this time, see, this time this is a static method. So inside a static method, by default all are static only. So you don't need to keep this as a static. So actually, so inside the static method, by default all are static. So you don't need to define a sample test as a static. So simple st. Still it is execute. See, there is no need to put, see, static. This one printed successfully. There is no errors we have. Okay, that is executed. That is executed. So that is object. By using object, you can access variables. You can access variable. So I hope you are all clear, I guess, this object creation and how to access and why static keyword is used and all. Okay, that's it about this class, guys. We'll meet in another class. Okay, I'll come with new topics.